Hey, you. What's going on? It's me. I gotta talk to you about a couple things. Check this out. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to go over something with you just to confirm that I'm not living in or on a different planet than you are, because some things just don't make sense to me. So I need your help. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a PowerPoint kind of deal, but not really. Some bullet points, but not really. I'm just going to show you a couple screenshots of what I mean, what I'm saying. Okay? So check this out. This is some of the hypocrisy that I don't understand. Okay, so you know how you can flag somebody's video, right?
Oh yes.
Well, I don't like that. I think it goes against some shit, and let's see what happens. Right. So case in point. Now, I'm not a big squealer or anything, right? But I did one time make a report about a video, okay? I mean, this is absolutely driving my brain insane, okay? So, yes, it says, thank you for reporting, da, right? As members, it says you can, flag something that, you feel that goes against the standards or whatever. And so they give you a couple of real reasons and, how they go about things of doing it, right? So here's the video that I flagged, right? And it is, February 14th, 2000. Oh, Valentine's Day. How sweet is that, right? So here is the video that was posted. Pluto just collided with Neptune and something terrifying is happening. Okay? Now listen. I'm not dissing the creator of this video by any means. Not at all. But what do they call it? Clickbait? The fear tactic? The oh my god factor? Is just kind of bogus, right? So here's what happened. So after their little review of the video of Pluto colliding into Neptune, which I said it was misinformation because that's pretty significant. And this is the status of their review. That video is still live, not taken down, not classified as misinformation, because we all know Pluto did not collide with Neptune. I mean, shut your face already. That's just one case in point, right? So I was just trolling my my analytics and everything like that, and I just came across some things here I wanted to put in perspective. Okay, so I've been doing this, a little about 3 years now. And out of all the tarot videos that I've ever made for y'all, which is just it, and I've seen them out, there's only been one video that actually cracked like 1,700 views for the day, right? Bravo to me. But out of fucking 3 years, dude, seriously, 3 years. And no offense to any other creators that come around and jump on the bandwagon, because everybody's entitled to their creative own endeavors and opportunities. But, dude, if I got to deal with Pluto running into Mars and YouTube is promoting those kind of people, those kind of videos, those tactics, certainly not fair. Certainly what we call a double standard. Certainly what we call hypocrisy. Certainly what we call an oxymoron. Shit just don't make sense. Okay? So I can go into all my videos and show you how my next point with my next slide will be this.
Here I come.
Okay, so here we go with the new terms and conditions that Google had just put out. Pretty wordy. Pretty, semantical, and to me, they definitely are reneging on a whole bunch of things, okay? Nonetheless, I'm just kind of pointing things out to you because maybe you guys don't understand the rules and regs, okay? So when we're talking about shadow banding and my videos not going anywhere, blah, 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 well, Here it is. Where is it? We will process any audio visual content uploaded by you to the service in accordance with the YouTube data processing terms. Dude, that's the algorithm. Except in cases where you upload such content for personal purposes or household activities. What? Are you ready for more? Here we go. Bam! All right, rights you grant. You retain ownership rights in your content. However, we do require you to grant certain rights to YouTube and others users of the service, as described below. Boom! License to YouTube, license to others. Okay, it says providing content to the service, which means making a video, putting it on YouTube. Grant YouTube worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free sub-license and transferable license to use that content, including the reproduction, basically they're saying that we own it and we can do whatever we want with it. Now, also, when they're going to promote it to anybody else, which is other users, that could be you watching it, for clarity, this license does not grant any rights or permissions for a user to make use of your content independent of the service. But that's all fair and good. Let's get to here. Remember these words here. Royalty free. That's the license that YouTube is giving us, right? But here it is right here. Right to monetize. You grant YouTube the right to monetize your content on the service, such as monetization may include displaying ads on or within content and charging users a fee for access. This agreement does not entitle you, said content creator, to any payments. Right to monetize. Royalty free. Oh, I scrolled up. Starting November 18th, 2020, any payments made, you may be entitled to receive from YouTube under any other agreement between you and YouTube, including, for example, payments under the YouTube Partner Program, channel memberships, and super chats will be treated as royalties. If required by law, Google will hold taxes for such payments. Now, we can remove our content, of course. We can get copies of it, right? But here's the removal from YouTube. We reserve the right to remove or take down some or all of such content in our discretion. In our discretion, we will notify you with the reason of our action unless we reasonably believe that to do so would breach certain law enforcement authorities and risk of liability and investigation, third party appeals and all that stuff, right? So let's back it up. First of all, if you're going to put content on YouTube, they clearly here now with their terms and conditions updated it to say that they're granting you the license to use their service, but you're not going to get paid for their service, for your services, keeping this thing afloat, right? Right. Let me get off this.
Whoa. Here I come. Oh.
Okay, there it is. So it basically says, like I said, the recommendations that YouTube will give based off my viewers will go on my page, at the top of my page, to give fresh content. Only if you have enough content. So check this slide out because here's the content I did for April.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
And we're back. So, from April 1st to April 25th, y'all, I did 111 tarot video. Then, from the same time frame, I did 483 shorts. Then I did like 34 member-only videos, X amount of posts, and then the lives, I don't know. I didn't even count those. So, from April 1st to the 25th, I did over 600 videos, and your bitch ass is gonna get up on my fucking shit and you're gonna tell me that I don't deserve this kind of prop from my viewers on your recommendations to give my page and a fresh content review and a little boost from what my subscribers like, to put that on my channel at the top so other people can see what my people like. You're going to tell me that you can't do that until I do enough content? Well, you show me another content creator that did over 625 videos in this month of April. Shut your face. So people, when you realize you don't think that I'm doing the work and you don't think that I'm performing because you don't see me constantly every day like these people every day, which probably they have thousands of videos for the month of April. Are they getting shorthanded? Are they getting... a spiked hand job because the monetizing program, because I've heard other creators talking about this too, getting robbed straight up, and you want to change the rules in the middle of the game. It's legally binding, right? It is, but you know what? I'm not saying anything that's going to hurt you or nothing, because it's all just reiterating the facts of your rules and regulations that maybe my family subscribers don't know. So they're going to hear my side of it, according to what I've been through with it. Shh. But I thank you for not limiting my videos as much anymore. So your statement of, oh, well, if this is happening to you, then we're going to take every single issue that has to do with limiting videos and we're going to really analyze and see why the computer looked at it this way and the human seen it this way, and now we have to correct it to make it like you were right in the first place and you had nothing wrong with your video. We're going to like fine-tune the computer so it doesn't happen like that anymore. I finally think you did it, because now I can see some kind of things that were a little bit maybe borderline on the community fence. It didn't hit Alfred as hard. So I thank you. At least you got something right. Now I can stop chasing my tail, at least for that. So when I asked your support team for a complete audit from day one that I started this program, so then I could see all the crunchy numbers of the analytics that are the real data, I get denied that. I want that. Because the truth is the facts and the facts are the truth. So read, people. Read, R-E-A-D. Read everything. So if you don't, what you think might be is not. Because that's how everything's changing now. Oh, America's all, everybody's like, oh, anti-Semitism. You know what? I think Hamas is anti-Semitism, right? But ain't no one want to put them in check. But they want to support the whole Palestine idea. Not saying everybody's Hamas, because that's an Iranian subsidy, terrorist group. They're not necessarily Palestinians, but the Palestinians, if you remember David and Goliath, well, Goliath was a Palestinian, mocking the Israelites. And David said, I ain't having it, boy, because the Lord is with me. And what I'm going to tell you I'm going to do is what's going to happen. And by God, that is exactly what happened. Because if you have the strength of God in you with your faith, There is nothing or no one that can get in your way because they're basically messing with God. So when David said, Goliath, you're going down, did he not? So, believe it, people. Go with it. Understand it. The rules of the game have always been changing, but not this drastic. Not this drastic. Okay, I'm going to have some other hot topic issues, right? Because I can speak about the Congress and things because, I'm petitioning the government of said grievances, okay? And so if we have a platform like this that I could use to speak those grievances, your mission statement says I can. So if I got to get off the monetizing program just to be a regular Joe because the 76 cents a day isn't cutting it to even buy fucking toilet paper, and I did like a fair amount of videos this month, quality, educational, purposeful, motivational. You just basically tell me that I ain't worth a shit to you. But it ain't about you, it's the people. So I at least thank you for allowing me to speak my voice. So I'll give you that. I joined the program, right? The YouTube partner program, right? There's certain conditions and all that. Community guidelines we got to follow and all that good stuff, right? Right, of course. But my friends, here's the deal. Now that the terms and conditions have changed to say basically that when we produce content under the rights to monetize, they're royalty free, and then that we under YouTube's now terms and conditions say that they don't have to pay us for the videos. So right there I'm kind of confused. But royalty free, and then they can take your content down at will. That's what it said. Their own discretion. But in the paragraph before, it said that their YouTube digital data service system something is the one that really has to go through and see if you're breached terms and conditions, AdSense conditions, all these different rules and regulations, right? That's what the algorithm is for. But the other sentence says that YouTube has that discretion. So if I make a video that they don't like, they're going to take it down. And they have. And I don't want to go into my emails and show you like every weekend for like a year at least. When I make content, those shorts, limited, because it was going against advertisement community standards, right? But then, 3-4 days later, I get another email say, well, we had a human review it, and your video is eligible to be monetized. So they put it back on, and you got the green thumbs up. So the contradictions of them putting their theatrics into the wording of I make content for you and I have to oblige by all your rules when you ultimately have the decision to say that you don't like my video or not, but you're still going to breach my First Amendment? Isn't that some kind of legality there? Plus the contract of the YouTube, what is it? To get monetized, people, okay, there's just so much information here in my brain. I'm just like brain farting all over the place because I'm so beyond the trickery of being used. Like I said, I don't know, almost like the 3 years that I've been doing this, one video cracked 1,700 views. Why? Because it's promoting good stuff, healthy stuff, not sick and fear and this other crap. And I just want to know. are the people that are using, I mean, no offense to these creators, because it's just talent and they're going to do their little, you know, let me just talk about this video, but everybody's using the TikTok videos. So are they getting paid and monetized for that? Or are those videos getting limited because they're using other people's full videos and not changing it up to at least play into the Fair Use Act by throwing in music or throwing in, you know, edits of the, you know, effects and all this other stuff? They're just sitting there talking about the video. Basically just kind of, some of them are repeating what the video says. So are those people getting paid for it? So is that your discretion because that's popular? You're going to promote those people? And the ones that are really trying to uplift people and do good things for their life because they actually have a natural talent get shit on? So the last straw that broke my back was now that, you know, YouTube introduced the program to become content creator, monetize. Now you got the shorts, and then you got the supers, and you know, you got all these things that are little add-ons to help us make money, and that's just fantastic. So they added another one, and this one's great. This one's about being sponsored, right? So if you follow all the community standards, you don't get any strikes, your channel is not flagged, all these other things that they have these rules for, you know, you're participating in the YouTube Premium and all these other things, then you could be eligible to actually go into this lottery type deal. And I mean, you can read it for yourself, but it's basically you get a chance to be sponsored by different companies and products. You do a little picture in your video and boom, 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 you've seen it. It's limited, right? Let me show you this. It says it's limited to countries and regions because it's in the beta phases, right? Okay, so here's like their monetizing rules, right? And I'm not going to really read into that because it just kind of tells you, you know, what options there are for you to actually apply for it. You know, you follow all the content jargon, you know, all the guidelines, right? Terms of service, Copy Fair Act, AdSense program. I mean, there's a lot, right? And you got to comply with it all, right? And so then we're going to keep scrolling down. That's the YouTube Partner Program. That's all the specifications on how to become in the YouTube Partner Program. Turning the features on. Still following all the rules. Okay. Super chats, channel memberships, you know, I mean, you've seen all these things, right, people? But the memberships, here we go. Okay, so here are the eligibility requirements for the YouTube Brand Connect. That means getting sponsored, right? Let's go down and say all those rules, right? And I mean, it's pretty much still the same as far as the terms and conditions. You got to be part of the program and follow the guidelines. And, you know, no active community guideline strikes. You know, you're following the policies of all those, right? Availability, right? So let's go up to availability because it tells you where to go and how to turn it on if you're monetized, right? But whoosh, let's go up here. It says it's in the beta phases and only available to eligible creators, which means everybody who is following these rules and things and don't have any strikes, that would be eligible, right? But in one of the available countries, regions at this time. Okay, so let's go here. I see the purple. Based in one of the available countries. Let's click it. What? Where'd we go? Did I maybe mess up? Did I like double tap it or something? Oh no. I'm looking for the list in the regions. But they're not there. You see that? They're not there. So this statement is 1000% misleading because only available to eligible creators. So these eligible creators that follow all this stuff now have to meet the last criteria of being in one of those regions at this time, and this time is now, today. So where are those eligible regions and countries? Not here. But you know how many people are already seen that are doing the promo sponsor little videos in the United States, probably in my own state. So, what are we learning from all this? We're learning that in today's society that we live in, what was once good is now bad. And what is now bad is good. Which means if I own a company, I can change the rules at any time, even if it is in the middle of a contract. Because my contract said I was supposed to get 55% of my videos, but then here the rules say that I'm not entitled to any payments. It's royalty, and it's a gift on YouTube's discretion, but they have these other tools implemented just for semantics to make you think that, oh, it was the algorithm that held back my videos. No, it was really YouTube. Nonetheless, the discrimination and the changing of the words, because when I had to complain about why are my videos getting limited like every weekend, and you know what, I think just for the fun of it, I'm going to pull up these emails because I want to show you what Jolly O Good YouTube's customer service creator support said to my ass. You've seen the video that I flagged about misinformation about Pluto running in Neptune. What? They still let it ride. That's YouTube's discretion. That goes against their own community standards, their own regulations, all this other crap that they're telling us that we have to follow, but they're going to take our content and do whatever we want. They don't have to pay us. Just like they don't have to even promote our videos if they don't like it. Exactly. So let me just TikTok applesauce down here in my email real quick. Okay. Because I want you to see this. Here. Okay. It's kind of bogus. I mean, I just emailed them and said, hey, on the YouTube studio, like I totally went to get support from the developer, which is YouTube, and their email link was dead, dude. So then I had to email them and the support and do the feedback. And I was like, listen, I have my notifications engaged on my phone from the app, right? So I got the icon beeping, I got the noises jingling, I got the damn brief, whatever it's gonna be, to show me in the notifications what the hell the notification is. All that's engaged. But I'm not getting a friggin' sound. And I'm not getting the icon number, which is all engaged on my phone. So Google Play Store, I went to your support through the developer of your app, which is your service, and I have not got a response yet. And I just said, I'm not getting these simple notifications, so something's wrong with the app over here. Dead link in the Google Play, You go to hit the developer app support thing to email them, no reply. You're going to get an email say they don't respond to that service email anymore. And I'm still waiting. 4 days now. Right? So this other stuff I'm chit-chatting about here is basically the same thing. But it has to do with YouTube and how I had wanted to talk about the same kind of deal, right? And it's PayPal. Oops. Give me a minute to find it. I mean, obviously there's a ton of emails. You know what I mean? Ooh, where you go? Creators, you're eligible. Oh, there you go. I'm eligible for the creator. Huh. That's just sweet. Yeah, I'm kind of getting lost track here because, like I said, there's just so much information. But hold on, I'm gonna find it. And you're gonna be like, oh my God. If it's still in here. I can't. Like, I had so much crap going on with my accounts, dude. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody came in here and deleted that shit. Like, okay, so here's one, right? So there's an email saying that that I requested to have my podcast deleted. From Anchor, which is okay. So they do respond with some things, but other things they don't. And it's like, wait, so are we doing the picking and choosing thing here? You know, like, what is that deal? Like, what is that? Let me just get in the search here. And we'll get it. Because this is important, my friends. And I mean, you gotta read. You gotta read. And no matter what you've already read, they can change it anytime. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's your video is. Let me show you. There it is. See, there's that confirmation email. Your video is suitable for all advertisers. Oh snap! Right? They flagged that shit on the 18th. Right? I mean, I can keep going, but I want to flip it back around here so then I can get to the real dirt. Spam or trash. What? Shut up. You better shut your face. You better shut it. Seriously. Because I am absolutely not seeing it. Oh my God. Well, this is kind of embarrassing, y'all. I know, you know. But this was a direct response to YouTube. And I had, you know, an official kind of gripe about some things. And when my contract was engaged in 2022 officially, it was 55%. So then when I was complaining about the way the monetizing is happening, right? I can't. With the advertisers are willing to pay, you know, $14-15 per 1,000 clicks. But what I'm saying in the video, you know, everybody seems to like. And then it just doesn't sit well with YouTube, so they can't promote the video like the stupid shit that everybody sees that's being promoted. And so then I did an official gripe. And I said, listen, what's up with this? And legit, what they said was, oh, there it is again. Look at, your video is suitable for advertisers. Your video is suitable for advertisers. I mean, it's just constant. Look at, your video is suitable for advertisers. All within like this month. Well, okay. After a little bit of a digging, I had them in a secret private spot. Okay, so here it is. Found them all, right? But anyways, my friends, I'm gonna go. Love you. Peace and prayer every day, my friends. Just think about it, okay? You know, more information's coming out about just a whole bunch of stuff, so the truth bombs are coming. And we're talking, you want to hit me with some misinformation? Well, boy, I just hit you with a whole bunch of facts because I didn't want to do it. So these other topics that I got to speak about is just informing people of the reality. That's it. Okay? Because the news media, you know, the leaders in charge, they just want to fluff it up and be like, oh yeah, we have all these billions and billions of dollars we can give to somebody that's not even really our ally, but we won't even try to help our real ally. So if you have a friend in need, well, they can't even get this to wipe their ass with. Sorry. And that's not cool. And so, yeah, changing it up a little bit here. So be well, my friends, okay? Be blessed, be brave, be bold, and be well every day. Peace and pray, please. Pray. I'm just telling you to pray because it's very important, okay? God needs to hear your voice. He needs to know that you care. So please, at least, in your own quiet time, in your own time, just say what's up. You know what I mean? But remember, Pluto just collided with Neptune and something terrifying is happening. According to Space Voyager, I'm sure he's a really cool person, or her, him, whatever. But the rules and regulations of misinformation has been breached because this video is still live and active. So where is this collision? And let's do this. Here's all the support conversations that I've had, right? 17, that's it. Right, so the very least farthest one away was from about the notifications, because I just explained to you how I wasn't getting the icon or the sound from the YouTube Studio app, so I made a support email from Google Play to the developer of the YouTube Studio app. And it didn't say it was even YouTube, but the email, or I mean, it did have their address and everything, but the email address, they don't play that anymore, which means they don't respond to any Google Play issues with YouTube Studio. So then I had to send some feedback about it and never heard anything back. So this is to confirm the notifications, and all they're doing is just look at, ask your viewers to check their settings. Hey, y'all remember me making a video about that shit? Yeah, right? Like, I mean, it just goes on and on, right? Of how their avoidance is with it, okay? So they wanted to follow up. And that's when I made the video, right? See? They want to share an article, which is basically the same thing about, you know, making sure you have all your notifications turned on, right? And I still was like, no, because it's just repeated circles about what's going on. Okay, so this is their, here, look at the article, and their article basically says the same shit like this, right? This is their article, their troubleshooter, right? That's what they sent me. So then my response was, no, I'm okay, thank you. I gave my subs the rundown. That means I told you guys what was up, okay? And so, did I get anything happening? No. So here's another one. I wasn't able to moderate somebody in my live because they were spamming the live. And so they wanted me to have a screenshot, and hello, who's going to think of remembering to take a screenshot during a live while they're doing a tarot reading, which is they're in deep intuitional, like in a different planet, you know? So that's what I said. I said, how am I supposed to take a screenshot of the harassment during my live feed as it's happening? You know, and I told him the video was about a day ago, you know, and I was able to report it during the feed because I did, right? But there was still no kind of resolve, right? So this is the notifications again. Aggravating situation about, yes, technical issues with notifications are fairly rare. Here's the troubleshooter. Once again, shooting me back down to this list of stuff, right? So then I'm going to find out that one has to be the R8. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I was saying, right? So it says I also have this issue, right? That I was hoping that you know, you could look into. It seems like for a long time my money has been off. For instance, I got paid October 14th, 2023, $1.04 to bring my estimated total to $65.94. Then on October 15th, 2023, the next day, I got paid 76 cents to bring my total to $65.08. Why is it that my money, it's supposed to say went, okay, type fast, went down in the estimated total when it should have increased the total? Because I made 76 more than the day before. And if you subtract one from the other, it still doesn't add up. Meaning that if you subtracted the 76 cents from the total of that day, which, you know, the $65.94 total, it still doesn't come out to $65.08. It's off. Anyways, nonetheless, the screenshots. Let's get some screenshots. Oh, you want screenshots? Well, there you go. Pow! There's the proof. October 15th, made 76 cents. Estimated total, it's in there, right? There's that $1.04, right? So there's other emails with other, you know, factual information, right? And so, I want to find that actual, what did he say? Yeah, that's the Tarot Destroyer guy. He was the one that was spamming my life. I know I'm just rambling, but I'm really trying to stall here to get to the actual point. Okay, so go to the, yeah. Okay, this is about the shorts, right? So they're telling me how to make a short, how to edit and all this thumbnail stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, right? So it says I educated my subscribers, made a little video, right? So then it was still, I understand you want a notification information. This is a troubleshooter. They aren't logged in. The different level notification settings are overriding their YouTube settings. That's not true because it was your app that was faulty. Okay, so she goes into a little better detail on some of the notification issues. And I mean, maybe some of them are that you don't have them engaged on your phone, right? That happened to be the case because some of my subscribers said that, right? But where is that dude? Where did he say it? That's a harassment. You see, I mean, I have to go through 17 emails one by one. And, yeah, hold on. Oh, yeah, here's that live chat comment, right, about somebody trolling my lives. You know, like I've been saying, you see them in my videos, right? What they told me to do is, you know, during your live stream, I know you're interacting with the audience and stuff, but you probably should take advantage of assigning a moderator to help you moderate. Why? So then they can have every freaking piece of information of my channel and all my stuff, and then they run away with it. I'm all set with that. And how are they going to stop a spammer anyways? Exactly. So be quiet. All right, so here's more information about how the pay scale was different, right? I really went into detail about it. I gave them a whole big rundown, right? How my revenue's dropping when I'm making money, and then boom, 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 it doesn't go down. So this is what was told to me that now I'm not great at math, but if I'm earning per day different amounts, shouldn't those amounts be added to the total estimated revenue and not have my revenue drop? Makes no sense. And with a volatility, this is what I was saying, and a volatility of 60 to 40% of all the numbers estimated revenue, the daily earnings are just a facsimile. So now a contract is a facsimile?
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Oh no.
What the fuck is that?
See, this is from the YouTube people. Hello. Thanks for getting back to us. Right. The concern intend to work and okay. Please allow to share the facts here. Right. And they say, we know that it's based off of facts of, like, you know, it's not directly correlated to views. Not all views equal revenue, right? We know it's the ad department, right? So he checked the estimated revenue, and that's what, I mean, see, he said that he looked into it, and the estimated revenue was $78.59. But on the analytics app, that's messed up for YouTube Studio. That's what it was saying. Sorry about the glare. 6736. So back to their initial response of, it's normal to see a day-to-day volatility of 40 to 60%. Expectations revenue on YouTube analytics are just an estimate. I know this. And it says, wish, you know, the graph, use the 7-day report. And dude, I'll use the 28 days. I'll use the 365-day report, man. Because on the YouTube Studio app, I made sure I had a look. I made a video, a short video. I didn't really take off at first. This was like actually about 7 days ago. It maybe got like 15 views right away, right? But the next day, boom, it blew up, right? So you would think, like other videos that I've seen blow up, checking this Studio app, that what? The 7-day or the 2-day or the 1-day catch up kicks in. So the last short that I did blew it up, was like 2,300 views, some 2,500, some 2,600, something like that. But it's all staying in line and being checked in the analytics, and there ain't no mistake. So the video 7 days ago that only had 15 initially now blew up to like 1,400. It's showing that I'm only still getting paid for the 15 views. And they have not estimated it with their 2-day processing or the 7-day wait or the 28-day wait. Shut up. So your terms and conditions, you're breaching your own contract, my friends. And I'm not really trying to bust you out here because that'd be too easy. You're doing it to yourself. You're not even following your own terms and conditions. You change them up, and that's cool because it's your own business. But to say some of the things that you have and then to make it all fluff like, oh, your support team is going to help us, when they just dogged me on those emails and saying, oh wow, just look at this tutorial on how to turn on the notifications. Am I a third grader? Maybe that's why you use your discretion with my videos and my channel. It's not the people, my friends. It's not the notifications. It's not the volatility of the 40 to 60%, even though my original contract's at 55%. It's your dog chasing the tail. And that, my friends, is the main point of all this jibber jabber. Was I had to try to show you some of the facts. I had to try to get all this story out because, like I said, the good things are now bad and the bad things are now good. So now, if I'm to go and be in the workforce, which Google's mission statement says we give everybody a chance and a voice to be heard. But if you're going to talk about Second Amendment, you talk about politics, you talk about all these things. Well, we don't like that because I might be from a foreign country and I own this Google, and I don't like what you're saying. Because first of all, if anybody says they support the Israel war for the Israelites, meaning defending their own country, because what happened? Hamas jumped in and did their dirty deeds on people. And if they weren't stopped, they would have kept going. So now when you see these youngins, the college people, they get sucked in by these liberal Marxists and communists to say that, oh, the poor Palestinians, we should wipe out Israel because they're trying to hurt the Palestinians. No, my friend, war sucks. War, I've been it twice. It sucks. But if you are a defending country against that kind of perversion, which is the Hamas, which was the Iranian-backed terror sponsor group, not the citizens of Palestine necessarily, because they're like you and me, content creators. They go out for ice cream, they have dinner, they have families just like us. They're not promoting that evil terror, so they don't need to be stopped and they don't need to be hurt. But those are the people suffering because Israel would try to stop that group from coming and offing people and hurting little kids and all this stuff that you hear about, but no one's really saying that because they're like, oh, now I'm Hamas. This is what the college people are saying. They're so much blinded in the support of this evil doing deed that they must have forgot about, because now they only see the Palestinians starving because the supplies aren't getting there. Well, you know why? There's plenty of record of Joe Biden being like, hey, dude, I'm so pro-Israel. They're our friends. Whoop, 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 whoop. Right? But no, what does he do? Bend them over and give all our money up to Ukraine. Burisma was in Ukraine. I don't need to say more. Okay? There's a lot more other things going on with that. But we're giving all this money to Ukraine, and they haven't even...
Are you sure you want to quit all applications and log...
And they haven't even fought the war yet to win with our stuff and our money. And then I see in the news that they're all living it up in the nightclubs in Kyiv when there's a huge war supposed to be taking over and everything's blown up. Well, I'm glad your bars are rebuilt, but what about your hospitals and your schools and all this other stuff? But the point is, somebody has to stand for the truth. Somebody has to stand up to the things that aren't right. And if you're going to support anybody that did really bad things to innocent people because you forgot what they did, because now this is a different circumstance of, like I said, Joe Biden's not giving up the support to Israel by giving the fundage, by having their back, by standing in line. But before it was all about him. So there's a change, just like the YouTube change. We changed our terms and conditions, guys. Why we're getting sued like crazy for breaching your privacy and things like that. That's a known fact. I'm not even slandering anybody. I'm not even trying to throw anybody under the bus. But like I said, somebody's got to bring this reality and the truth. And it's making me nauseous. It's making me sick. It's making me just feel like, what are you even thinking to say originally that I could get X amount of dollars to start this program, but now you're going to say, well, now we're tweaking the numbers and we're messing with the apps because we got full monopoly reign on all your stuff, that my customer support team is going to make you feel like a dog chasing its tail, and then say, well, it's only 40 to 6% volatility of your earnings. No, dude, that's not what my legal contract says. It's not, you might get that 40 to 60%. Well, I'm in the middle of that, and I haven't seen a lick of that. 76 cents in a day. You seen it? Embarrassing. What? Pray, my friends. Pray. Be strong. Hold it down. Okay? Don't be afraid to say what you got to say. I don't care who it is or what it is, as long as it's not degrading people and, making fun of people. We can make jokes and stuff because everybody, used to joke about shit all the time. But now things are just so out of control that nobody even knows what a definition of a joke is anymore. And that can't be. Because if we gotta allow these colleges and universities to have the professors give them this brainwashing idea of, we gotta take out Israel because they want to hurt their crimes against humanity, because they're not letting the aid and the food and the water go through to the Palestinians. It's war. I was in the Iraqi war, dude. Like, do you think that in the beginning, when we were bombing the shit out of it, you think we were like, oh, we're going to drop a bomb, but here's a little lunch, here's a sandwich, and here's like $10 as it was happening? No way. That humanitarian aid didn't happen till later, because I was definitely part of that humanitarian aid in Iraq as a SOG, Sergeant of the Guard. As I was able to speak Arabic in 9 months with 7 translators and 7 soldiers that were under my belt, protecting 6,000 people on that base, directing civilians that had their house blown up wrong. We found these weapons, and so we're gonna blow up your house because we think the terrorists are hiding there, and they're just normal people like us. So later on, we established communications and settled down with the bombing and all that. Then we did the aid. So then people would come to me, and I had to do x-ray, I had to scan them. You got a suicide vest on? I got beat on you from 300 yards away. Football field away, right between your eyeballs, if you're going to act silly. So take your AK this way, take your magazine that way, you come see me, and we're going to talk about what you need. And I'm going to send you to legal affairs or humanitarian aid or, just to help you out. So when Israel is trying to get to that point, the allies fell off.
Alert from Blockchain.
Now apparently everybody's against Israel, standing there by themselves, with the president standing there being like, I used to support him, But now, because I'm not even in control anymore, somebody that's on an island over there by Massachusetts is, who definitely is not for the Israel type people. Right? Because he grew up anti-Israel. He grew up Hamasist, well, Palestinian-ish, Muslim. Whatever, dude. Somebody's got to speak these things because it is an atrocity. I mean, you can just look at Trump. He's getting railroaded 6 ways a Sunday. Why? Because they know he's wrecking the polls. And they're doing their last-ditch dirty efforts to try to stop that from really happening. So then when he takes office, well, he's going to clean house again. And a lot of people that were doing a lot of bad things are really afraid that they're going to get exposed because he did. So yeah, of course, we're going to change the terms and conditions. We're going to do this. We're going to do that to make it look like it's not us, it's them. That's the everything that was bad is now good and everything that was good is now bad. And that's bull caca. That's caca in your pants and put it on your face. Because I don't live that way. I ain't going to live that way. I'm not a saint. I've done wrong. I've corrected things. I've owned up to things. I've endured, suffered, sacrificed, lost for the right of things. So don't tell me that it can't be done, my friends.
In my house, you son of a bitch.
You got to just change your perspective here and see things differently. It's not Israel's fault that the aid's not getting to the Palestinians who were just the part of the rules of engagement where you have this term called friendly fire where some soldiers actually shoot other soldiers by accident. It happens. Casualties of war. And it's a shame that it happens that way, but after, like I said, when things start to slow down, then the humanitarian kicks in and all this. But Joe, he wants to throw the boats out off the side of the dock and be like, oh, we're going to push a couple, like, wheelbarrows of food to you guys. Why did you veto the hostages vote? You're a little representative in UN? You were straight showing that you weren't about Israel. And then you had to bring it to the world and be like, look, I'm part of the UN and I'm going to abstain from this vote to release the hostages because Hamas was pleading for peace time to make a deal. They even wanted a two-party state. Israel said, no, this is all our land. But if Israel really remembers back in the days of the history, I think Palestine, the Gaza Strip, all that mostly was what? Canaan? Y'all weren't from there. So be quiet with your whose land it is. I know you understand this. God gave us this land, right? But also God says that we need to share and love our neighbors and give to those that are in need. So here's what's in need. We need to hand Hamas their ass for hurting little kids and holding tired hostages this long. Poor people over there suffering. I can't even imagine. It's just horrible thought, but they love it. Those need to go. Then we need to fix the buildings and we need to help the people and get them the food and get the hospitals and then get them back into normal life. Because that's what we do as Americans. Now, why aren't we all pulling together to be Americans? Because it's the last-ditch effort to make it seem like it's the apocalypse because Donald Trump's coming into office. And they're going to take these biblical prophecies and scare the shit out of you and try to make you think that that's what's really happening. There ain't no end of the world yet. Not even close. We might have wrapped up in like 1 or 2 seals already. No. No man shall know the time appointed by God when the day of the last will be. And these people trying to make it, oh, the Euphrates River's drying up. Look at, oh my God, it's a prophecy. And YouTube's like sucking it up. But you know what? They're not going to tell you that Turkey, way up the river, has a big old dam that decided, well, you know what? We're going to piss these people off and we're going to shut the dam. Close it up so then there's no more water flowing from where the Euphrates comes in from, which is northern Turkey. Well, I think like something like that. Somewhere in Turkey. Flows down. Right? So when you cut the dam off, there ain't no more water, so it's drying up. Oh my God, it's an end-time prophecy. Do you see how they're perpetuating shit? We're anti-Israel, but look at, turned their back towards them. And that, well, I think they might have threw some aid out there now for the money, because why? We gave Ukraine so much. It's only fair that we got to give some to our real allies. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying, people. It was a lot. I know. But I had to get it out because just too much of this is going on. I mean, and even if you want to micromanage it, it's going on in families. You know? It's going on in friends. It's going on, you know, businesses. So YouTube, I'm not really trying to come against you and all. I'm just saying, if you want everybody to have a voice like your mission statement says, then stop this pony and dog show that you got going on here with the semantics of the words, changing it up, because why? Now we're just slaves to you and our content is just however you want to control it. But that's not a way a business is supposed to be run, especially with the contracts that were already been provided. So you want to change the terms and conditions, that's great. But there's expiration dates on shit. Okay? So if my contract isn't expired from the very beginning, then these terms and conditions are kind of secondary, right? And I'm not trying to be a dick, but I did go to college for criminal justice. So I can read laws pretty well. Okay, just like I can read your words pretty well. And if we want to be fair in this world and give everybody a voice, hear mine. Okay? Hear mine. Be fair. Okay? You guys are global dominators. Monopoly at its best. You even got the monocle, whatever you want to call it. But you're not playing fair in the monetizing game. I just read part of your terms and conditions or your terms of service. You haven't updated that since 2021. And so the last thing I really seen of that was that when the YouTube program short started, you were allocating $100 million between 21 and 22 to give away to shorts. And here I am fucking nickel and diamond 76 cents because you tell me that I can't get a certain perk that's entitled to me through the monetization program of the YouTube program to get sponsors. Because we don't know the eligible countries, right? Can't with that, dude. You know, so people, please. Read those small little prints. Read those little words. Look at me. I'm like, I'm going to find that damn email. And I did. It pissed me off. But you know what? I had to get my glasses. And then I had to focus. And then I found it. You know? And I read it. I mean, I didn't really read every little word to you, but you got the gist of the point of what I was trying to say. If I'm making money, you're not going to take it and subtract it and take it away from me. And then you're going to make me say, look at this chart or look at this tutorial and sidewall me. No. That's, dude, my evidence of you already breached my contract. Right. So your little YouTube data service, which is really the algorithm, you should be like having that on all videos. You left a little reminder on the end say, well, If it's for your personal purposes or household good stuff, then we're not gonna throw it through the rigorous YouTube computer. We're gonna let it fly, right? So you're giving those people a voice. But then if somebody really like me talks about some stuff that is really going on that's affecting a whole lot of people that need to be changed, and I'm not trying to be this whatever you think. But if you're going to support Hamas, who are murderers and hurting little children and still holding hostages and want to end the existence of every Israelite, something's wrong with you. Straight up. And you're going to hold me back from saying that shit? No. Take away my monetization, flag me all you want, give me the 76 cents a day, because, kids in Africa make more money than I do. But what really pissed me off was, there was like this recommended videos from users, right? That's a new little thing you guys got. So if other people in my subscribing neighborhood family are watching videos, you're going to take some of those recommendations, you're going to put them on my channel at the top, right? Something like that, right? And y'all sent me a little note to say, well, you almost had a champ. You didn't quite get it because we can't put it up on your page because you until you make enough content. Well, fear tactic, and this is all going against your community standard.
Shitty people do shitty things to you because they feel shitty about themselves, not because you deserve to have shitty things done to you.